Hello, do you know how to find out using YouTube analytics how long your audience is watching your videos? That's what I'm talking about today. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. Today I'm continuing with audience who is watching our videos and then how long they are staying. Audience retention. That's my topic today. If you are new, welcome. My name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on this channel, I talk about now YouTube tips, business tips, earning money online, and motivational videos, asking you to take a step to make your life better. Take it to the next level. Doesn't matter where you are, we always need to improve. And if that sounds good, if you are new, please consider subscribing. And if you've seen me before, I'm hoping that button is not red anymore. You subscribe and hit on the bell. And these days I have a new reason why you want to hit on that bell, because if you put your comment in the first 3 hours of my video coming out, I'll pick two comments that are more relevant to the topic of the day, and I talk about the two people and their channels in the next video. Like today, I have two at the end. I already picked up, but I have to look at the ones that come quick enough, because I'm recording every day in this month of December to be able to get to 100 videos. Today is video number 87. So please put your comment quick enough. I publish around 9 p.m. USA Eastern Time. Please check Google the equivalent of your time. And it could come a little bit later because this comment that I added is taking a little bit longer to gather the information, but it's still coming. It's still coming. It's going to be evening time for some people, some countries, and early morning for others. That's why I picked that time frame. The topic today is YouTube analytics still. I'm recording every day about the same topic, but today we are talking about audience retention. You hear that term, audience retention, and it's the most important thing, I think, on YouTube, because it means, are you able to keep your people, your audience, watching your videos? What percentage are they watching? Okay, already we figured out they're interested in what you're doing, but can you keep them? We're not talking about the ones who are not interested. We're talking about the ones who got here to your channel and they started watching. Can you keep them watching? So the average, I was researching some before I recorded this. The average is stay on a video, watching a video is under 50%. 50%. For example, if a video is 10 minutes long, they are not watching more than 5 minutes, the average. But your goal is to make sure people watch longer than 5 minutes, which is more than, depending on the length of your video. Your goal is to have more than 50%. In fact, they say if you could have 60 to 70%, then you are in good books, because video is going to rank high and YouTube is going to show it more to more people. And why? Why do you think they do that? That's how they make more money, by doing that. If you have, especially if you have a long video and you can keep people watching for over 60% of it, like if you have a 30-minute video and people watch more than, maybe they go up to 20 minutes, YouTube will love you for that. But when you're starting out, I have that challenge of long videos. But if I could, for me, a fairly short video would be maybe like 15 minutes. If I could have them under 15 minutes, because now I added this section also, that would be great. They tend to be long. I feel bad actually, but that's what happened. That is about to happen today. So let's not do it. Today, let's try to make it shorter. But I'm explaining that your goal should be to make sure they watch at least 50%, 50% and higher, but it's not achievable. I'm about to show you, in fact, today I'm continuing like from yesterday's topic. Yesterday I said who are the people watching you. So we found out who they are. We found out their age, we found out their gender, we found out the countries. Today, we are going to find out, okay, of those people who are coming to watch, who is actually staying, who is actually watching longer, by age, by gender, and by country, or by geography. I think that's what YouTube call the term. So I'm going to step on the computer like I do and show you what's going on with my channel. What's going on, who is watching, and how long they're staying. I know my challenge is long videos, so you see that they are not watching too long sometimes. You see, I'll talk more as I'm explaining. So we keep this section short. After that, I'm coming back here to talk about, to give just 2 comments to tell you which comments I picked. But for now, let me go. I'll explain more as I show you inside my channel. I'm showing you age, gender, and the countries, and who is staying longer than the other. Well, after you watch me, go do the same for your channel and see who is really caring about what you're saying and who is not. Okay? Audience retention today. Thank you. I'm stepping on my computer now. Okay. We are here. And today, in this session, we want to know, okay, yesterday I talked about the audience, which countries, which age, which gender, the ones who came to our channel. Now, in this one, we want to know, okay, they come to our channel, but do they stay? Do they like what we are doing? So our goal is to find out which age, which gender, and which countries is more interested in what we are doing. So you start always from your home page, and on the right here you click on manage videos, sorry, my computer a bit slow, and you get here. We've been here before. Once you get here, today we are not focused on this. We are going to the audience again. On the left, click on analytics. Always, that's where it is. That's where you start. Analytics is going to bring up this top bar here. And we are going again to the audience. That's where we were in the previous video. By the way, I put in a pinned comment on every video in this series. We'll have a link to the playlist where all these videos are, because I'm recording every day. So yesterday we talked about the audience. Now we want to analyze this audience some more. So up here, select audience. And we're going to focus, I think let's focus on the countries. Here they call them geographies. On the right here, geographies, like I talked about this yesterday. I have UK, United States, Kenya. These are the top ones in the past 28 days. But now we want to get into detail. You click on see more. I'm starting with the countries, or they call them geographies. I'll come back to the age and gender next, but let's do this first. So see more on the countries or geographies. And the goal here is to know who is really interested. And when I'm looking at these countries, I really like to change it up here to, the default is 28 days. I like to change it to 90. To see for a little bit longer, something stable. So let's see how these countries are liking my channel. Remember, for me, you may find that your channel is different, because I told the story how most people who came to watch me, when I put there my videos, they didn't have data really to watch. So you'll see that here they don't stay long, but I know the reason why they don't stay long, some of them. Then I'll show you where I think, let's go in here and I explain. So you see here, these are the countries. Here I have US, Kenya, UK, Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria, but there are so many. There are so many, they keep going down. You can check and see. But these are the topmost, the ones where the most views are coming from. Most, see here, like for the past 3 months, I have, USA has 5,000. The total is 52,486. And almost 10% of that is coming from USA. But this is not the purpose. I really don't want to go into reading all these small figures. I want to focus on this column here, the average view, because for me, this is very important. That's how I know which country is interested. And I talk about Spreezy. If you want Spreezy on my website, honestsoul.com, you can go. If you want to promote your video and you want to choose one country, this is the column. You come here and see who is really watching the longest. So USA is watching an average of 6 minutes 51 seconds, almost 7 minutes. Like talk dollars, minutes, almost 7 minutes. That's a good number. Although my videos tend to be long, it's like it's a good. They stay a little bit, almost 7 minutes. But look at Kenya is staying on average about 1 minute. But for Kenya, I know that they may have some data issues too over there, so I can't judge it on saying they don't like my what I do here on the channel. But let me show you where I think many people don't like much of what I do is the country like UK. See, when you see UK, I don't think in UK they have data issues, but the average is 1 minute. 1 minute 21 seconds. Although they're watching many hours, but still, I feel like, by the way, I didn't explain these. These are the views, how many times they are seeing the videos, and then average view, how long, on average, one person is watching, and then watch time, the total watch time, of the percentage of the total, like 27% of the people watching, 27% of the hours are from USA for my channel. So you can look at this column and see. But like I said, I'm more concerned about this one here. How long are they staying? Because we want to know who is interested. So I was in UK and I was saying, if someone is in UK, they come to my channel, they're staying not even 2 minutes, I consider that they are not interested. Although there are many people actually coming. So I wouldn't consider that a country I would promote my videos to. And then see the rest, all these, South Africa, Nigeria, UAE. UAE is staying almost 2 minutes, 2:36. It's fair, okay. But then you see all these, they don't even have a minute. That's where the data issues come from. But I wanted to show you something interesting. See now, like a country like Turkey, they're watching like 3 minutes of my videos, average 3. By the way, we're going to get into the details of videos now to know which video they like most. But for now, we are still on in general terms. We'll go to specific videos as we continue with these tutorials. So Mexico is watching 3 minutes. Canada is watching 4.5 minutes, which is fair. But I wanted to show you something that has surprised me since I started this channel. And that is the country called, this country here, Romania. I don't know what it's about, Romania watching me. But since I started this channel, if I even put any advertising on it or anything, whenever I looked at the countries, I'll see Romania watching me. Look, average 16 minutes, they're watching whole videos. And even these other countries down here, we have, and Germany. I used to see Germany. I said, Germany, I thought Germany, they don't speak a lot of English, but maybe they do. I don't know so much about Germany. I know they have their language, but I used to see Germany, and then I see France. Look, 16 minutes, 16 minutes. English is not their first language. But I guess people there, they find these English speaking channels and they like them. That intrigued me. So when you go into your own figures, you may be surprised too. Look at this average view duration. How long are they staying? Which is retention, the technical term for YouTube, retention. And you're going to know who really likes to watch your movies, your videos. And you know, a country like Turkey, for example, in my situation, I see them a lot. I see that they're watching, but I don't think I've seen a single comment. Like someone leaving, maybe it's a culture thing, like someone leaving a comment from Turkey. I haven't seen one. So I wouldn't call it that they're excited. Okay, they watch, but I don't call them excited. I know who gets excited when they find my channel. So please do the same. Which country is excited? The people are excited to find your channel. So that's it about the countries. I'm going to go backwards to see the real people now. Those countries in general, but what about the age and the gender? Let's take a look at how they are behaving on my channel. But you go to your channel and see what you have. I'm supposed to move backwards. Okay. Here, again, you're going to come to analytics and up audience. And on the left here, find the gender, age, and gender. And like I mentioned yesterday, in my channel, at least for the past 28 days, I have 48% female and 52% male. But now it's time to check who is really watching. So you click here and click on more, see more. So when you get to see more, by the way, I'm leaving this one at the 28 that they had there, because this one doesn't really change money. We'll see. So it's on 28 days. Let's see. 48% are female, 52% are male. But you see what happened to the watching. This is watch time. This is views and watch time in hours. Although I have 48% female and 52% male, which means I have more men than women, look at what happened to the hours. 33%, okay, almost 34% are male and 64% is female, which means females watch me more than males, which I consider to be normal and a good thing because I'm female. Now, look at... So now, depending on what I was trying to achieve on this channel, it may not be a good thing. Maybe you want men to watch you more. So let's go inside these figures. According to age, of course, 13 to 17-year-olds, they are not even supposed to be on my channel. They have 0.4%. I don't know how they got here. This is not supposed to be for children. Okay. 18 to 24 years old, I have female 6.5%, male 10.5%. But you look at how they watch. The ratio is almost still the same, similar. Have less female, so even the hours is less. So you keep looking at these. I'm not really very interested in these because they don't strike out something big. I'm more interested in this category here. Look, on 45 to 54 years old, on my channel, you're going to find something else in your own channel. Remember, this is the category of my age. I'm 53, if you didn't know, if you just met me. I'm 53. So 45 to 54 years old, I have 10%, 10.7%. The views are coming from females. Females are seeing the videos, and 5.3 are males. And here you see that the watch time or watch hours for males is much less. So what I get from this is that the older men, 45 to 54 years, tend to watch less on my channel. So, but then the older women who are, I mean, the 45, 54-year-old women, they watch me the most. You see this? So if I was promoting something on this channel, whatever, it will be for this category of age. So if someone comes and asks you, okay, who is watching? I would say mostly 45, 54-year-olds, females. That's my biggest audience. Those are the people who stay longer. Okay? That's what we learn from these figures. So you open up your own channel and see what you see. By the up here, you can check. You can change the time. In fact, let me try it. Let me change it to just 7 days. You can change it to 7 days, 28 days, 90, 365, or lifetime. Let me change it to 7 days and see what happened. The past 7 days, what has happened here? Wow, it changes. So we have 48% female, 48.5, and 51.5. That didn't change so much, but see what changed. What changed is that the watch hours are mostly coming from females, 82%. And when you come down here, remember that age? I didn't even look at the other categories. I'm not very interested in that. You may find yours is going to be different depending on your age. You could find a different age group watching you. So my age group is 45 to 54 years. It seems those are the ones who want to watch me. And guess what? For the past 7 days, look at this. When I'm comparing males and females in this category, 73% is females and only 2% is male. You see? Now, if I had something I was talking about and it's supposed to appeal to 45 to 54-year-old males, I'll be on the wrong side of business. That's why these figures are so important. But if something I'm talking about concerns these females, I think someone will be listening. That's the purpose of these figures. And those people who advertise on your channel, they care about these figures. So please know them, and hopefully you're going to plan to use them wisely or to improve on the numbers. If you thought you are attracting like 20-year-olds, 20 to 25 years, and you see that it's not good, you need to promote where they are, or to put your video where they are. Okay? That's it, I think, for this one. We'll continue. We're going to start getting to real videos. Okay, I think my next one will be about the real videos. This was like general for the channel. I hope that helps. I'm going to do the 2 comments, and that will be the end. I always pin a comment. I started pinning a comment for this series when I'm talking about analytics. I have a pinned comment on the video, and it takes you to the playlist. I'm putting all these in a playlist because you may be watching me, you didn't watch the previous one. I tried to connect them. So the first one was intro, the second one I did audience, and now we're analyzing the audience some more. Tomorrow we're gonna start on something else. Still in analytics. It's daily. Thank you for watching this one. Hopefully you're gonna wait for the 2 comments. I picked out 2 comments. Let's see who it is. Thanks again. Okay, so you see now, you see how important it is that people don't just come, but they stay. We want them to stay. Who is staying? Because, by the way, let me mention here, if you see that you check your country, like you see how mine, UK, they are not staying. So if they're not watching long, I wouldn't bother advertising my video. If you want to advertise, go to honestsoul.com up there, and there is Spreezy. I have a link there. Click and go. In fact, I have a video. I explain how Spreezy works and all that. And go promote to put after I figure out who likes you, then promote your video there. Because, they show that they are watching before you even promote it. That's what I normally say, that please pick the right country. Now these figures show us the right country and the right gender and the right sex, the right age group. Now you know, which is great. So let's get to the 2 comments. And I like to read them from here. 2 comments. Let's try to move faster. They were commenting on the video I recorded yesterday, which was Know Your Audience. Know Your Audience was the video. And here are the comments. The first comment I picked is from, I call him Mr. H, but he calls himself Mr. H. So I'll say Mr. H and friends. He just recently changed his name from Mr. H alone. He added friends. And I'm one of his friends. I watch him a lot. So Mr. H or Mr. H and friends, this is what he said about that video. He said, my problem is I look a bit too much at analytics. He said, my problem is I look a bit too much at analytics. Great video, thanks. He was talking about, commenting about the audience. And his channel, the title is, the name of his channel is Mr. H or Mr. H and Friends. And it's about comedy, characters. He plays around with characters like he shows up in 3 different ways, but the same person on the screen. It's really funny. And then he has some challenges that he does on there. It's funny. And when you check his channel, when I checked, he says in the about, I go and do a research about the channels. He says he is a British YouTuber who loves to make people laugh with silly characters. So, like one video, he has a video where he calls it American British words, and it's really funny. Whatever he does is really funny. Although sometimes I even put comments for him, he does dangerous things too. Like when he eats spicy things, he can't even breathe. If you enjoy that kind, go. But you find something to enjoy actually, because he has so many. Like in October, he did daily. So you find something to laugh. Please go support him. Watch some of his challenges. They're short videos. They're not like mine. They're short. So, appreciate you, Mr. H. Mr. H. The next comment is from, in fact, she put the very first comment. And that's Miss Lydia Munene. Miss Lydia Munene is actually close to me. By the way, when I pick this comment, it's not because I know you. I pick you because you qualify. You came early enough and put a relevant comment. I may know you, I may not know you. So, Miss Lydia, I happen to know her because she's in my Facebook group, and she's my original country, Uganda. And let me say something about her. Okay, let's first read her comment. She said, this has inspired me to go check on my audience on my YouTube channel. Thanks for this tutorial. That was the very first comment. And something about Miss Lydia Munene, to be very brief. She's a travel consultant and an entrepreneur, a very passionate travel consultant. Her channel is about travel, tours, and affiliate marketing. And this travel is into and outside Africa, and most especially East Africa. And East Africa, that's Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, and Rwanda, Burundi. They also come under the, I think, Eastern Africa. And very, very passionate about what she does. She's a new YouTuber, but learning every day to improve her channel. And one of the recent videos, she was talking about the advantage of traveling as a group versus traveling alone, like group tours and solo travel. I found that to be very interesting because I never thought about, I know traveling as a family is a good thing, but I never thought that I would prefer, that a person would prefer just going as a group, like many people going together. She has an example when she went to South Africa. So that, I learned a lot from that, the advantage of going to travel as a group. On her channel, you're going to see a lot about Africa and Uganda. So she has videos, but she's a new YouTuber. These are the kind of people I invited my group to start learning to get on YouTube. She's one of them, very, very passionate, and I'm very proud of you, Miss Lydia, because you're a true go-getter. Okay, so traveling is her passion, but she also does affiliate marketing. She promotes partner with Anthony in the program. Please check her out. I put both links in my comment section here. No, in my description. But in the description, I put their links. So please go check them out. Check them out, both Mr. H and Lydia, and please support them. Support them. Watch some of what they do. Okay, that's my video today. I hope you found something useful. I'm continuing daily until the end of December. If I'm still alive, I want to do that. And I'll continue to put the 2 comments. If you want to be picked, please come quick enough. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, USA Eastern Time. It's going to be either early morning your time or evening. Only for UK, which is going to be like 2 a.m. But most people are going to be awake, hopefully. But allow a few hours before I pick and then prepare to record the next video. Share it, leave a comment, and give it a thumbs up, please. And subscribe. Is it still red? Check it. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. We are continuing with this topic. I'll record another one tomorrow. You see, we are analyzing again, analytics again. Bye-bye.